Hey, sober up, okay? Because here comes another terrific episode of The Practical Divorce Lawyer. Pay attention. Hey everybody, in case you're new here, I'm Jonathan Noble, divorce and family law attorney. And in this episode, I'm going to talk a little bit about, through the lens of a divorce lawyer, borderline personality disorder, things that I see. And I'm making this video in an effort to prevent you, hopefully, from marrying the wrong person. Because if you marry someone who exhibits some of these characteristics, you're going to end up right here in my office. And it's not going to be a guitar playing session either. It's going to be ugly. So without further ado, borderline personality disorder, one of the cluster B personality disorders, go online, look it up. Especially if you're young. I know I have a lot of young people based on the analytics on this channel. So basically, people with borderline personality disorder don't have a normal operating system, all right? They really don't know how to interpret reality. They will focus on you and make you the most perfect person in the world when you first start dating them. And you'll get love bombed. You know, they will just create this fantasy in their head that you are the greatest thing in the world. And you're obviously not going to be able to live up to that for very long. The problem comes in when you allow this to continue without recognizing it and then marry the person, all right? Because then they've got you. You're united under law of your jurisdiction. So they have this attachment system where their attachment to you intensifies dramatically, and it just continues to ratchet up. You're their favorite person in the whole world. They just have this image in their mind that you're the greatest thing since sliced bread. Now, if you get tripped up and you start to get your ego inflated around this, it's not going to end well, because they're going to eventually convince you to marry them. And then the proverbial shit hits the fan. Typically what happens next is they have this irrational fear of you cheating on them and then abandoning them. It's a common theme that runs through these borderline personality disorder minds, where you could be the most faithful person in the world, but they are convinced that you're cheating on them and you're about to abandon them, which is crazy, which leads to what? More drama. Your stress and cortisol levels will go through the roof, trying to allay the fears, these ridiculous, unfounded fears that this person has about who you are. Then you'll be tasked with the responsibility of regulating this person's emotions, also known as you continually walking on eggshells. Not going to end well. You're going to be drained morning, noon, and night trying to appease this person and convince them that you're not doing what they're dreaming about you doing. I've seen it happen in divorce cases, and it's just a mental illness that you need to be aware of before you get bound to somebody. This person usually has raw emotions too, like no logic. It's just 100% emotional reaction, or she'll try to have you react in a way that's totally raw also. Not healthy, not healthy. So what's the purpose of the video? To create awareness in your mind about what borderline personality disorder is, so you can what? Not marry a person that displays these characteristics. Why? Again, keep you out of divorce court. These marriages are a bloodbath, all right? The allegations that some of these people make are so ridiculous that even if it's my client telling me and I start to dig in and go down the rabbit hole, I'll tell them, this is impossible. What you're alleging, it's just not adding up. And they won't buy it. And they'll continue down this narrative that makes no sense. So be careful out there. Share this with somebody who might be getting tangled up with a borderline personality disorder person. Not good. All right, be careful out there.